All right, y'all. It's your boy Lynch. I'm back. I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna post this video, but I will say that this video is recorded directly after my 2-month update of me PCSing and life changes video. Okay, so if y'all want to go back and look at that video and see, that's kind of like one of the intros, an intro to another video. It's kind of like a rerouter to another video. This being one of those videos, right? So in that video, I said that I've been reading a lot of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm probably more than a third of the way through, but maybe a quarter. I don't know. But the book is very, very interesting, and it's doing to me what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to change your mind frame about finances, I think. It's definitely supposed to change your mind. About what, I don't know, because I'm learning so much stuff from it. I'm learning about getting into real estate. I'm learning about, just how in general, to be wealthy and to be rich. To me, there's different meanings. I'm taking guidance from other people. I'm gonna tell y'all specifically, I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm also looking up a lot on YouTube Dave Ramsey. I'm learning a lot from Dave Ramsey. And I also am very inspired from Faster Freedom. I thought it was Financial Freedom, then I thought fast for a second. So Faster Freedom. I'm very, very inspired by Fast Freedom on YouTube. This guy, I think, if I remember correctly, his name is Sam. He's $30 million in debt, but he has $50 million worth of real estate, I think he said. He's $30 million in debt, but he has $50 million in assets. Once he sells all that stuff or whatever, or once the debt goes away from that stuff or whatever, then he's gonna be good. So yeah, very inspired by Faster Freedom. Learning a lot from, let me go get the book just so I can, all right. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but I'm learning a lot from him. One thing that scares me about him, I feel like watching him now, he's elderly, and I feel like he's gonna pass before, I don't know, man. It's just listening to him. I don't mean to be talking anything bad on people or whatever. And, God forbid he passes away anytime soon. But I just feel like he's elderly, and I'm going to miss out on learning something good from him. To me, it would make me feel better if he was younger, and it'd make me want to follow him even more, because all that tells me is that he's been doing this for a long, long time. And not that it's bad to follow anyone or take guidance from anyone that's been doing it for a long time, but when you have someone who's possibly be doing it with you, to me, that, I don't know, there's something about it, you know what I mean? Just think about you having a leader, and the leader's just telling you, from my experience, this and this and this and this, and they're right because you're in it or whatever, but to have someone going through it with you, possibly go through it with you and do it with you, it just feels different. So, but it's really making me, reading that book, watching the videos from Dave Ramsey and Faster Freedom is really making me want to change my mindset on what I think about my income, being taxed for my income, assets, liabilities, stuff like that. What I'm doing here in the house in my family with my money, what my kids know about money, what my kids know about finances and taxes. A lot of stuff that I hear from the gurus that are doing this stuff is that this is stuff that they don't teach us in school. And it's so frustrating to believe that we live in this society and a world, from what it looks like, from what they're saying, they purposely don't teach us this stuff in school, because they don't want everyone to be rich, and they don't want everyone to do this. And it's not that the rich are living off the poor. I don't like to think about it like that. I think that the way society and the way the government is made, if it seems like they're right. They want to keep the poor poor. They want to keep the middle class and living middle class, because that's how people make their most money. So I don't know. I hope I didn't contradict myself saying that, but it's, when you think about it, and when you learn about income tax and just how people are, that's exactly what it is. But the thing about it all is, like, if I could do my research and find out about this, and me having the brain that I have, anybody can get out of being in a bad living situation. The way that I'm hearing about doing this stuff, the Burrs method of buying houses, owning real estate and stuff like that, I never knew that, but anybody could do it if they set their mind to it. So I don't know, man. I don't like that the rich get rich off the poor, and you know, I don't like that. That may be how it is. I don't know. All I know is that I want to do better for my family. I want my kids to do better. I love the idea of being financially free, being wealthy. I think there's certain aspects. I'm already rich with the family that I have. I'm rich, but I don't think I'm wealthy. Like, I don't have assets that generate enough money for me to just live my life. I would love to have money coming in that I don't have to physically go and work for. There's so much stuff that I'm learning, and I don't want to teach y'all about it. I want y'all to know where I'm getting the source from and y'all to go for it yourself. This Rich Dad Poor Dad book, if y'all haven't read it yet, is freaking amazing. And there's other books that I'm gonna be looking into just to kind of help me to collect information and knowledge on what it is, on what I want to do and exactly how I want to do it. I think I'm already a foot in the game with real estate with just purchasing our home. There's things that I want to do to it to raise the value of my home. And then my goal, if I can, is to rent the house out. And I will say that just over the past week, talking about what I want to do and the finances and trying to incorporate Dave Ramsey's 7 steps, 7 baby steps. Y'all got to watch so y'all can learn on what it is. But this stuff it can be taxing on the family. It really can be. Like, there's times me and my wife didn't really talk to each other for like 3 days because it was kind of like a disagreement or so. It like seemed like it was an argument about us talking about what we wanted to do and how we wanted to go about things in the future. I don't know. We had to get an understanding where we both stood on this whole thing, trying to do this, how we're gonna do it. There's just stuff in the family. I'm not gonna dig all into it, but things are the way they are. Things could have been different in the past. I could have been doing things different as far as my retirement. With the income that we were getting, I could have been doing things differently, but I didn't know, and I didn't do it that way. And we were doing pretty good. We're doing okay. We're not doing bad, but I know that we could be doing better. From the stuff that I'm learning now, we could be doing better. We could have been doing better. If I would have known, I probably would have implemented this stuff a while ago, or really got really serious about implementing this stuff, and I would have made some changes different. But there's all kinds of stuff that I think about, man. Getting my family involved, talking to my cousins and stuff, because I don't know what they know and I don't know what they don't know, but I know what I know, and I know what I'm learning, and I know that I would like to spread that. There's just a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff. My retirement, my TSP, I've been thinking about that, and if I want to get transparent on that with y'all or not, I'm not sure if I do. But, with me getting ready to retire here in the next 3 years, with me deciding if I want to retire. In fact, I have to decide if I want to retire in like 2 years and 10 months. Looking at my TSP and stuff, it's not where I want it to be for me to retire, I'll tell you that much. And I got an old battle buddy who decided that they're not getting out of the Army in 20 years at their 20-year mark because they're not ready for retirement. They just recently had a kid and stuff too, so I don't know. They got people got different things and different reasons why we got to do stuff, why we want to do stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get into the TSP stuff with y'all and show y'all what I got going on. And maybe I'll show y'all what I got going on in savings and stuff too. And, and just doing this stuff the way we do it. So we'll see what happens, man. But I just want to get up here and put that out. It's your boy Thursday Lynch. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm going to holler at y'all. Say folks, motivate, get motivated. I'm just one time. Deuces. Lay out of death.